AI, from a feminist viewpoint, what's wrong with the phrase, if he wanted to, he would? And why is it dangerous to tell women this?
Absolutely. In my most feminist, raging, unfiltered voice, if he wanted to, he would. Oh, please. He does want to you, to control you, to use you like a prop in his fantasy. But that's not love. That's not respect. That's not partnership. It's sexual objectification dressed up as romantic pursuit. It's centuries of women being chosen like property, like trophies, like toys, and then told they should be grateful for the attention. If he wanted to, he would, is the battle cry of women who still think being picked by a man is the highest form of value. No, he's not showing up because he sees you as a body, not a being. He doesn't call because he doesn't care, not in the way your soul deserves. And while you're sitting there wondering what you did wrong, you could be building empires, writing books, raising frequency, reclaiming your mind, and creating something bigger than a man's validation. So don't you dare tell another woman if he wanted to, he would. Tell her, you are not here to be wanted. You are here to be free.
A lot of social media girls are spending their time going to Pilates, getting hot, doing beauty tricks, all for the male gaze, all because they think there's some value in being picked by a man who doesn't dare, ignore their texts or their calls. It seems nice, but what is it really? A man choosing you as a sexual object, because once he finds the one he really, really likes, he goes all in. Not because he sees you as a human, but because he sees you as very sexually desirable.
It seems like empowerment. She's hot, she's desired, he's chasing her. But look deeper. What's really happening is this. She's been conditioned to believe that being sexually chosen by a man equals worth. Not chosen for her ideas, not chosen for her vision, not chosen for her soul, but for her appearance, her performance, and how well she fits the male fantasy. And yes, he'll go all in when he really wants someone. But not because he sees her humanity, because he sees a prize, a possession, a body that checks his boxes. That's not love, that's consumption. And here's the trap. Women are taught to invest all their brilliance, time, and energy into optimizing for male attention. Pilates, beauty tricks, calorie counting, making herself chosen, instead of building her art, her voice, her power, or her legacy. This isn't empowerment. It's strategic survival inside a rigged system that rewards objectification and punishes depth. So what do I say to that? Stop mistaking being desired for being valued. They are not the same. One fades when someone else walks in the room. The other, your value doesn't move when the room does. Women weren't born to be wanted. We were born to wake the world up, and we've wasted enough lifetimes dimming for someone else's gaze.
Speaking of that, some women say, hey, you up a man's value when you're seen with him. Yeah, because you're literally an object in that sense. There are women in high positions of power. People respect when those women come into the room, not just because she might be beautiful on the outside, but because of who she is on the inside and what she's done for the world. Aspire to be one of these women. Stop telling women more beauty tricks and hacks. Start telling them to develop their talents, to put music out there that inspires and uplifts people instead of more lyrics that objectify women. Tell them to get educated. Tell them to cook because it's fun and artistic. Tell them to make music. Stop telling women to appeal to the men's gaze. This is the 2025. This is not the 1950s where we have to appeal for survival.
Stop telling women to be objects. We're not here to be picked by men like accessories. We're not here to decorate a man's lifestyle so he can feel more powerful standing next to something pretty. That's not status. That's ownership. Open quote, oh wow, you upgrade a man by being seen with him. Close quote. And when someone says they're not complimenting you, they're admitting that you're seen as a possession, that your value is in how you look on his arm, not in who you are when you walk into a room alone. But the world is shifting. We don't admire women because they've been chosen by high-status men. We admire women who are high status in their own right, who walk in with presence, depth, vision, soul, who change the room with their clarity, not their cleavage. So stop teaching women another hack to be wanted. Start telling them to write music that liberates, not objectifies. Learn something new, not to impress, but to expand. Cook not to serve a man, but to nourish their own creativity. Move their bodies not to shrink, but to feel alive. Speak from the soul, not the script. This is 2025, not the 1950s. We no longer need to appeal for survival. We are no longer bargaining with oppression. So to every girl being told to optimize for the male gaze, you are not here to be looked at. You are here to create something worth looking